Look at this. Are we rolling?
Yeah.
Hey, man. Have I worn this flannel on this podcast before?
I think so. You have a lot of flannels, but it looks...
This is brand new.
Oh, and you haven't.
It's a shame you didn't notice. I'm just kidding. I bought this at Costco for $16.99.
Nice.
It was $17 or $18, and it's super high quality, and
It's got
it has
pockets.
pockets. Flannels with pockets are the best thing ever invented. Why did I do that? Because I'm high, man. I'm on that mimosas. That's not alcohol. It's a strain of weed. They named it after alcohol for us alkies, you know? They said this will take the edge off. I got both cats in here. Yeah, you're right. Lock them in. We got both. Oopsie. It's a big bottle. It's a big bottle. I had to get high. I wasn't in a good place. I was just angry. You guys ever just get angry? It's just in you, and you're like, stop it. Turn to the positive, you know? And then you're like, fuck that. You fucking pussy. Go break some shit, you know? No, it feels good. I think, yeah, I'm going to have one. When I get rich, I am rich. Speak as if it's in the now. I'm positive. I am confident. No, we're all rich. I want a room to destroy shit, but in a safe manner. You know, I don't want no one fucking getting hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those just break bottles. Fucking put on your little safety goggles. You don't want no shards of glass in your pupils.
Not like a punching bag.
No. Danger. A punching bag, yes. All of it. All the things to get out the anger.
Mm-hmm.
Little soundproof screaming chamber. Ah! Primordial screams. I think that was a therapy back in the day. Probably still is. I remember John Lennon did it, and I want to do it. I've been screaming in my car, and I punch the ceiling. Why do you think it's saggy? I put the push pins in. So here is the roof of old Betsy. I punched the roof. You know what? The saggy diaper. Look at these push pins, though. Solves the problem, everybody. And that's this fucking skid mark I've never noticed. Jesus Christ. You just push pin it. I actually don't know if the sagging is from me punching it, but probably. That one's definitely, I didn't punch there. That's just old. But yeah, push pins and glue. It'll save your saggy diaper roof if you have an old car and you don't have money for a new car. This is delicious. Liquid IV, you need to sponsor me. I got the matcha one. Gives you juice. Gives you a little energy. And tastes good. Lemon ginger. What the fuck was I talking about? Hang on, guys. I'm here. I should have took my healthy mind pills. I have healthy mind pills, also known as strong acid. And let me tell you. No, actually, you got boo? I'll go grab the bottle of pills. It's all hippie stuff. Fucking ashwagandha powder or some shit. Boo is so cute, and she has the stinkiest breath. I'm very glad you're filming her, because now it can be in the screen right here. Look at these cats. You got both?
Yeah.
What was I talking about before I heckled myself and the cat's cuteness took over?
Smart pills.
I'll grab that. It was before that. Anyways, I wasn't in a good place. I'm not on strong acid. I was just angry. I want a rage room with all the things, get all that anger out in a safe manner. We'll have some goggles and Band-Aids. It's going to get wild in there. Oh, John Lennon and the Scream Therapy. I remember that. And there was another one he did. I watched a documentary about him, the U.S. versus John Lennon, and many other documentaries on that man, because he is the shit. And somebody killed him. Bunch of haters. Look at all that hate manifested. I know one guy did it, but that was he picked up all the other haters. Probably was programmed by the government. I just watched MK Ultra with Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh yeah,
and Kristen Stewart. It's fun. But I'm just like, I wonder if they're doing that, huh? You got little sentinels. Manchurian Candidate too. That was a good one. I saw the original with my mama and the reboot with Denzel. And if you don't know what that is, it's about the CIA programming human beings through trauma. And they've actually been caught doing this. I didn't mean to go this route, but it's interesting to find out that they were doing it at colleges, and they made the Unabomber. I already said this.
Yeah.
They tortured him in college, and then he went and he started bombing people. Hey, what you doing torturing? He volunteered for extra credit, not torture, motherfucker. The guy was trying to be a nerd, and you fucking made him a bomber. And then there's that dude on Rogan that was proving that Manson was trained.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
Didn't they say it was like
fishy.
like a Beatles song made him go insane or something?
I don't know what the catalyst that broke the camel's back, but I remember, I forgot, of course, I know, it's bad to give examples and then I'll have facts and information to back it up. But some fucking dude on Rogan was talking about how the same, I don't know if it was the same program as Unabomber dude, but they took him in and like fuck with him. He was already fucked up. He was already an insane person. But then they played with him too. And then I don't know. We'll insert the link to that clip if Rogan still has clips on the internet. I need to start having scientists on the show to help me with these things. They're like, oh yeah, I remember that. Hey, this guy, this name, this date, that. We'll provide the link. But yeah, that was because I brought up John Lennon. But just peace and loves, primal scream therapy. It's all, that was the correlation. And then I just go on my tangents. I just am. It's just a kind of a scary climate out there, these influencers. My sister just sent me one. This guy just shared what he took to battle. I can't even say it. I don't want him to get my shit, cocoa. Yeah. He got sick with, what? And then he just said this is what he did. He took these herbal supplements and soup water and took that thing you're not allowed to say. You'll get flagged. And it helped him. And he was prescribed it by the doctor. It wasn't anything. He wasn't. And then they censored him and flagged it and took it down. And I'm just like, what the fuck? He wasn't saying don't do this and do that. It wasn't polar. And it's just very weird. Lots of censorship going on out there. Very scary. Feel like we're one step away from burning books here.
I mean, kind of. That's what I thought. It's interesting. All the movies are on like Amazon now, and they're all streaming. But just because you buy it, it could still like copyright things or like distribution deals could fall through, and then you won't be able to access what you purchased anymore.
Really?
Yeah. So having hard copies of Blu-rays and DVDs is actually. I mean, I got out of that. I stopped doing it, but it's like if you really want to own it and have it, you kind of have to do that.
DVD, right?
Yeah, or Blu-ray. Anything where it's a physical copy.
I gotcha. Or you could just rip them off the internet for free.
Yes.
Piracy. Arr.
No,
don't do that. They'll get you for that. They'll let you get away with murder, but you still the Jungle Cruise movie from Disney. You gotta pay. That's the world we live in. Give me that money. God, that's so crazy. I always knew they were going to fuck us on that. I knew the movie industry, they didn't let you download it. They just gave you a permanent stream because of Napster and downloading music. They learned lessons from music. Like, oh, no.
Yeah.
We want you streaming. That way we can pull the plug. If you download. It's yours. Is that your asshole? Boo put her, I was asleep and I was just like this, and then thank God her tail was down, but it was her tail, and I was sniffing her asshole and unintentionally asleep like this because I just felt fur, and I was like, my cat, I love my cat, and then it was just her bunghole, and I'm like, Boo, come on, why don't you lick me? Why don't you give me the licks? Boo, come here. She's just all over the equipment.
Yeah, it's a little scary.
I know. The camera just falls over. All right, everybody. Well, what are we going to do? We're going to keep it positive, even though it's getting weird out there, and it's getting harder to stay on the good vibrations. Beatles. I mean, Beach Boys. I said the wrong one. Oh, look at this guy. Ouch, ouch. He bit me. Watch, I'll do it again right here. I love cats. I turned into a cat lady. I'm Lord of the Cats. I have many different accents, and I realize this. And I get asked, I did San Diego last night. This is coming out next week, so you missed everything. This comes out after Chicago and Royal Oak. Too late, you missed it. What the fuck was I talking about? I see this is why you don't get
Accents.
high. Accent. My accents are all over the place. I literally am influenced by all sorts of shit, and most of my accent comes from Chris Farley on Billy Madison when he's doing the questions with Billy, Adam Sandler, and he goes, "That is correct." And I have been I saw that when I was 9 years old, and it came into my life. Like I can't get rid of it. And then I lean into accents during stand-up. They happen from adrenaline and nerves, and then I lean in, and it's really weird because when I become conscious of it, I get in my head and I want to stop it. So it's like, oh no, you're doing an accent, and then I'll stop it, and then I'll get in my head like, now I'm talking different, dude. Like, what is happening? So it's like it's all over the place. And last night I know my accent was all over the place. They're like, you from the South? You from Minnesota? You're retarded? What's going on over there? I said a little bit of everything. And it's just something I can't stop now. Like, I don't even know. It's just impulsory. What's that called? Reflexive. Reflect. Quick reflexes. I don't know what it is. Compulsive. It's just in the DNA now. That is correct. And it's crazy how movies, culture, it can just influence you so much. It's wild. I got accents.
And you growl during like
I
auditions. I
growl when
stuff.
I get nervous. That one's the funniest. Are you growling? No.
That's why I wasn't sure if this music video was like dramatic acting, because I don't think, have you ever really had like a big role where you had a lot of lines and you had to be like serious during them?
No, Chris, I have not. Thanks for rubbing that in. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I would like to see it. I'm sure you're capable of it.
I am. Be like, why is this guy smiling during the murder scene? He's being murdered. Oh, man. Zane answered me. Okay, I'm sorry. I lost it. Nice. All right, we are. Sorry, I had to handle that. 6 p.m. See you at Fury's. I got a gig tonight, Ontario Improv. You missed it. And we were carpooling, and I had to get that done. We're meeting at Stephen Fury's house and carpooling. Ontario Improv is not that far, but during traffic, you might as well slit your ears from gill to gill. It's just, I've done the gig so many times. It's a great club. It's an improv. It's fire shows every time I've done it. But you just sit in traffic just the whole way there. There's nothing else. Just traffic. Oh, I should say 5 p.m. I don't know. There's no solution. There's no solution to LA traffic. What is 5 p.m. going to do? Yeah.
It's like 10 a.m. or 1:30 are like the only times you should try to drive anywhere.
Yes. We left for San Diego yesterday. Zane Hellberg and I did Riff City at Whistle Stop Bar in North Park, San Diego. That show was fucking fire. Oh my God. I did all my new stuff, and the crowd was too hot to where I was like, is this good? You know, they were awesome. They were fucking awesome. When the crowd's hot and you're doing new bits, you expand and you write more and more and you riff City. And then it grows. If it's tight, you just go, fuck that joke. Edit, chop, axe, done, you just get, oh. I would say a nice, decent crowd is probably the best. Or no, hot to right. It's all hard. And Zane killed that shit, and it was crazy. It was so fun. And there was this drunk lady, and she kept saying no, 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 because I was talking about my mama's booty and shit. No, that's your mom. I said, shut the fuck up, lady. I didn't say it with that much aggression. I made the crowd turn on her, and it was so cool. I have the audio. I didn't tape it, but we'll put that on the Patreon because it's a gang of new shit. It's probably 25 of new, and then maybe even 30 because there's a lot of riffing, and then maybe 15, 20. So I was headlining. I have to do 45. It's hard to do all new shit the whole time, man. Shit's hard, but there's a large portion of new shit. So then I finally, to do the last 15, I'd get into my Mexican material and my mama's big booty. That's my girdle fart joke. That's my go-to. Like, this will get the party started. And that's when the ladies kept going, no, no. All right, drunk lady. You sound like Louis Anderson. I shouldn't have said what she was. I was going to say, I got a heckler. Guess what it was? A pretty white lady. Always. Hey, pretty white lady, shut the fuck up at shows. When I'm doing jokes. Any other time you do run your mouth. I don't give a fuck. Go talk shit to your husband. He deserves it. Poor bastard. And then it was the same lady too, because there's no green room there, and I just was standing in the crowd and waiting to go up. And then she's like, oh my God, I came for you. She knew me. And then and she was with her dude, and he looked like a Sons of Anarchy, like goatee. And I was like, what's up, And then she started popping off, and then I started talking shit, and I was like, oh no, is Sons of Anarchy guy gonna stab me? And I kept poking too, because she wouldn't shut the fuck up. I was like, I feel so sorry for your dude. He's got to put up with that, because she just kept saying no. And then it was towards the end of my set. I'd been up there like 40 minutes, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get off. This lady's ruining it. It's not fun anymore. And then the whole crowd went, no. And I was like, you hear that, lady? Shut the fuck up. I just wanted her to hear no. Because she wasn't stopped doing it. That was the problem. That's why it kept escalating. I'll post the recording Patreon only, motherfuckers. You got to pay the piper. It's free 1 month, though. You didn't catch that. You old stinker. I blame you. You run my life, Lund.
Sorry.
It's all right. My apologies for when you were charged on the Patreon for the no month of activity, but this month is now a freebie because of the faux pas. And we're going to put the audio of my set up from Riff City in San Diego last night, and it is a lot of new shit. And it was a very fun show. And you'll get to hear the whole interaction of the no. The fucking no lady. And then she messaged me afterwards, of course. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I was so wasted. I don't know what I was doing. I'm just a really big fan. I love you. I was like, really? Because you were talking shit for about 8 minutes. The last 8 minutes. I don't know what it was, but it feels like an eternity up there. It was realistically, though, it was 2 or 3 different no's. She just wouldn't stop. I was like, shut the fuck up. I finally had to say that, but that was after like the third strike and the third time of like, I don't know what else to say to you, lady. I've been trying to do it with tricks and laughter and kindness because I've learned the lessons of snapping on a heckler out the gate. And the audience goes, whoa, this guy is a psycho. And it's like, no, they're ruining my good time up here. And then, but yeah, she was just hammered. She was hammered. I told her to get sober. She said, do you forgive me? I'm sorry for heckling you or whatever the fuck. And then I said, I'll forgive you if you get sober and find God. And she said, I worship the devil. I did the wrong one. I'm so used to loosey-goosey now. Remember the horns? The horns? Is it the horn or a chihuahua? Ruff, ruff. You guys are crazy.
I love cats. They're just sleeping. They're just the best. The sleeping cats. Did I talk about what happened to me in the shower?
No.
Boner alert. Dude, I popped my ears and I went, you know, that whole sniff that where you pop them out and suck them back in. And when I sucked it back in, I got vertigo, and I've had vertigo before, but for like 5 to 10 seconds. And this shit lasted like 2 minutes, and I thought I was gonna die. That was the craziest shit ever. Oh my god! I was just leaning against the wall, like the shower's still going. I was just like, oh,
Yikes.
This whole shit's spinning. I was like, what the fuck is this? Why is the room rotating? I'm against the wall like this, like I'm leaning back against the wall, and I feel like I'm going to fall. It was awful. I just knocked the sign down. It was off. I cannot believe anyone who suffers from vertigo. Oh my God. I've thoughts and prayers. Pray. That shit. Oy. That was gnarly. The director of the Ace Ventura and all those movies, he almost killed himself because he had vertigo. He got something where he got the spins where he had vertigo almost all of the time. And I didn't understand it. Like I said, I've had vertigo for like 3 to 10 seconds. Mm-hmm. It's not long enough. You're like, oh, okay, cool. That's done. Whatever the fuck that was. The 2 minute, I was just like, this. I was ready to do it. I had my pistol in my hand. Not really. But the director of Ace Ventura, help me out. What's his name? He's a good dude, funny motherfucker. He made 2 Ace Venturas. I think he did Liar too. He had vertigo for like 6 months, and he had to go and live in these like those chambers, those decompression chambers, because it was the only thing that would like make him stop spinning. He's lucky he's a millionaire too.
Tom Shadyac?
Yes, that guy, Tom Shadyac. And he was ready to end his life, and then all of a sudden, vertigo was gone. And then he made this documentary called I Am, and it's a beautiful documentary on what's wrong with the world. And he came into the conclusion. He just interviews like all the different prime ministers, like Bishop Desmond Tutu, just prolific, like Nelson Mandela type of fellows, and just wise old fucks. And he interviews them like, what's wrong with the world? Like, why is it like this? Corporations. That's just my thoughts. But and what's the problem with the world? And I'm going to ruin it. But the whole thing, he's like, I am. We all are, because we're individually responsible for what is happening. I didn't explain that well, so watch the documentary. But it's a beautiful documentary that I tried to give you the Cliff Notes version of. And it was bad. I'll admit that was an awful explanation. But just watch the goddamn documentary. Anyways, I bring all that up because he had vertigo for 6 goddamn months. Or some shit.
I can't imagine.
I was done. I'm done.
Torture.
If that went on for an hour, I'm done. 2 minutes, I curled up into a ball in the bed, wet from the shower, just like, what was that? Like traumatized from the spins.
Yeah.
You know what has happened to me. I've had rods down my dick hole. That was way worse. That was scary. That was like my joke when I ate mushrooms 5 days in a row, and I thought I went retarded. It's a true story. I did. I thought I was done. I was fucked up on hallucinogens. And when you think you're not coming back and you're on hallucinogen, it is the worst lost feeling on this planet. You're like, I did it. I did the thing they always warned you about. Don't do too much. You'll be like Billy. I'm Billy now. And because I ate mushrooms 5 days in a row, and I did the math in my head like on the 5th day, and I was like, hey, that's not good. As I'm tripping balls. And I was like, oh no. I was like, I'm done. And then I called my mom, hey, I'm retarded now. You can't say that word anymore. And I genuinely thought that maybe thoughts were true. I am very mellow right now. I'm either tweaking or super serenity. I've noticed that lately. I don't know. Surrender? What's up with that not tweaking in the comment thing? Everyone's doing that on the gram.
Oh, yeah, I saw the comment. I don't know.
It was on a lot of different posts, too, not just mine. It's like, well, who's tweaking? Everybody's tweaking? I tweak with cold brew.
Okay.
My tweaking days are done. I don't want to get high on speed and shove a cucumber in my ass again, you know what I'm saying? Those are the dark days. They're behind me. Now I just pet my pussies. You can't say that, pussies. Oh, let's talk about lady problems. Let's talk some shit. Let's get in trouble. No. Nope. No. That's gonna get my dick chopped off. Out of juice.
Isn't it a great feeling, when you're on mushrooms like that and you think you're not coming back, and like the relief when you do come back?
Yes.
It's like being born again.
Yes. When they finally wear off, you're like, oh, thank God. Let's do life lessons. Everyone needs to eat mushrooms. Alcohol is the devil. Narcotics are the devil. Weed's fantastic. Too much coffee is the devil. Pretty much everything on this earth is the devil unless it's sun and soil organic. But why does the devil taste so good? You know what I'm saying? You just got to sprinkle in more of the light. Just make sure your yin and your yang. Which one's the light? I don't even know. Probably yin sounds happier.
I think so, yeah.
Make sure you're 10% more yin. Because if you're 10% more yang, nobody likes you.
It's true.
It's true. You're like, I don't know, bud. Bobby. I don't know how to make up names. It's always Bob or Billy.
But if you're like 30% more yin, then nobody likes you either.
Yes. If you're all yin, you're a fucking psychopath, and I don't trust you. You're human. Go to the dark side a little bit. What are we doing here? Okay, dokale, Ned Flanders. I said that all wrong, didn't I? Okally dokally. Yeah, those are the people that actually scare me the most.
Like ultra marathon runners, I'm afraid of people like that. That seems inhuman.
Or who we know.
Yeah.
Where they're always happy. And then, 2 days a month, they're just crying for 8 hours straight at work. And you're like, so you were lying all those other days, weren't ya? You can't bottle it up. I can't even talk. Sound like I was drunk. You can't bottle it up. You can't bottle it up. It'll come out later. Hi, I'm happy. No, you're not. You're dying inside. So be realistic. Ride with it. Get it over with. Punch the roof of your car. Get it out. I cry in my car. That is my spot. I'm for sure emotional and sensitive, and I cry probably more than most males. But I also had my father, don't be weak, you fucking pussy. So I cry in private. I don't want that. I don't need that public cry. It's fucking. I don't want to be a bitch. I'm gonna cry in my car and punch the roof and play with knives. I have been driving through fast track things, and I don't have fast track. Got a ticket on the window.
I was gonna say.
You saw that thing?
No, but that'll catch up to you.
Nah. The records are gonna be burned soon anyways. Anarchy.
Oh yeah, you were gonna make fun of me about jury duty. Too.
Oh yes, jury duty. But also fast track hack. You can, if you're in a rush and you need to do the fast track, just cover your face. You're good. Or duck your head, They can't give the top of your head a ticket. Is that you? No. Who is it? I don't know. Who's driving your car that day? It's not me. So, I lent my car out to 19 people that day. You got no proof. Where's your evidence? Do you wear a dare hat? No. Do you wear a primitive skateboarding hat? No. Thanks be money. You gave me this shit. Yeah, and then they send you a ticket, and it's just the fee. It's not a real ticket. It's $386. You know.
Oh, you just have to pay what you would have paid.
But then if you don't pay it, it goes away.
Does it?
You know what? I've done it on the 73 to San Diego, the toll road.
Mm-hmm.
I've done it there every time I've driven to San Diego. I've never paid once. Nothing has ever happened. I've been doing it on the 110 because of the last 5 years. I have not paid one toll. I do a lot of gigs in San Diego. And nothing has ever happened in 5 years. So then I was like, fuck it, I'll start doing the 110. You know, I was in a rush to a show and there was so much traffic. There was an accident. I was like, fucking took down one of those white poles. What's old Betsy? She takes them down. You know what I mean? 17-year-old Camry, white pole, get the fuck out of my way. You just cut in. And then, but they sent me a ticket. But it was only like $3. I was like, that's fine. I can afford that. So I did it 2 more times. We'll see what happens. I'm going to get a little button that covers my license plate. It'd be so cool. Just flip them off as I drive through. Is that you flipping them off? No. That looks like 2 hands to me. I'm all for law and order. You know, no murder, no rape. Armed robbery's pretty bad too. You know, but speeding through a fast track on the good Lord's highway, you know, you get the fuck off my nutsack. I ain't, you know, that's okay. That's okay in my book. See, you got to break some laws, but just little laws, not the big ones. You don't want to burn in hell for all eternity, even though I don't think hell really exists. What do I believe? I think that the afterlife, which I for sure believe in some fucking thing, and even the atheists, I don't understand you, because even science proves that energy cannot be created or destroyed. It's just changing through the form into the next, which means we don't die, according to science and a gang of religions. But I think it's just probably just like the world, you know. Oh, there's a good neighborhood. Oh, there's a bad neighborhood. You know what I mean? And just as many different ethnicities and personalities, etc. It's probably the same shit over there, with, of course, 1,000,000% more acceptance and love and light. But who knows? Them's just my thoughts. I saw it on the mushrooms, you know. You go, oh, okay, it's good shit. Oh, that's bad shit. Ooh. Get away, low vibe. Ooh. I'm going to go smoke some dope with the high vibes. Weed only, not real dope. You know what I mean? You got to clarify, because people are like, it's fine to smoke heroin. I mean, no, for a little while, maybe, but get out. Get out. Get out. Get out of the narcotics and the hooch. I haven't wanted to drink. I wanted to drink the first year of sobriety, not so much the second, and then I didn't want to drink at all. And now the smell of wine. Oh, it smells good. I've been sniffing Sadie's glasses. I was like, oh, that smells like church.
That might be the only alcohol that smells good.
It smells so good.
Yeah.
White wine smells so good.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, I want some of that. That white lady at the show had too much white wine. I want some of that.
You know, they say different alcohols give you different types of drunks. Like white wine, does that make people...
I think it's a good one.
Yeah.
Because I really never drank it unless it was like poolside at noon.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm fine with that. I was a beer and booze. I like vodka, whiskey. Yeah, so I didn't do it that much. I also, of course, was a dumb fuck and drank a box of Franzia White Zinfandel when I was like 16, 15. That kind of ruined me for a while on that shit. That might have been one of the worst hangovers I've had in my entire life. That was awful.
How big is a box?
Well, I split it with my buddy, but it was big. It was big.
Several bottles, probably.
We weren't keeping count. We weren't counting the milliliters, bro. It's one of those Franzia shit boxes. You guys, just go to Trader Joe's. Yeah, I'm still plugging them. For $5 to $10, you get a good bottle. Anything with TJ's Reserve on it or whatever the fuck. What they do is they buy good wine, cash, COD. They get it discounted and they slap their label on it. So if you're getting a $10 TJ's label, that's probably a $20 bottle of wine. $5 is probably a $10 bottle of wine. You hear me? There's the hack. Now stop drinking the Franzia, you dumb sons of bitches. I'm talking to myself. And $2 Chuck, same thing. Sometimes $2 Chuck is so funny. It's, what is it, $3.50 now?
$3.
$3. So that shit can be good. They just buy everything from everyone and make a smorgasbord.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's fire, and then sometimes it's dog shit.
Yeah.
So that's roulette. It's like for $2 more, you get a guarantee. Stop being a cheap asshole. If you want to, you know those people only drink $2. It's really good. Is it? Is it? 1 out of 8, maybe. The fuck out of here. Spend $2 more, bro. That's
Even one. There are some decent $4 bottles.
That's what I mean. $1 to $2 more, and you're gonna have a better life. And I've worked at a grocery store for 11 years. There's just tight motherfuckers. You just get mad at them. You see what they buy every day. You're like, dude, just spend $4 more and have a better existence. You know, it's fucking so wild to me. Or the rich people always stealing.
Yeah.
That was always so weird to me. I'm like, you made it. You don't have to. Any poor person stealing, I help them. I'm like, hey, here's a loaf of bread, here's some bananas. You're hungry. Get out of here. Fucking that one guy that always steal 1 bottle of Mezcarona, and he got into like a Range Rover, and the next time it was like a Porsche, and it's like, hey, bro, what are you doing stealing an $11.99 bottle of wine, getting into $200,000 worth of vehicles? You piece of shit. I don't get it. It's all right. The universe will take care of you. It always does. I think I'm doing all right. I think I paid for my sins. We'll find out tonight. Was that dark? I just meant something might happen. I don't know.
I thought you were going to drive in the fast pass lane again.
Oh. Yeah, see? What are you going to do? You just ask for forgiveness, but like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean to rub oil on that booty, God. It was an accident. Shh. Why did you give me such passion for big booties, God? Something about fat asses, you know? You know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. I can only date women with bigger hips than me. I can't. You know what I mean? I want to be tiny. I don't want. Yeah. I don't know what to talk about. I feel like what I want to talk about is going to get me in trouble. monogamy doesn't work. But how about this bottle of water, huh? Whew. Change the topic. Who brought that up? Man, I am funny, and if you don't think so, you could suck my butthole after dirty diarrhea. This game is so crazy because, you know, you want to be confident, you want to think you're good, you want to do that, but then you don't want to be overly, because then you're too cocky and nobody likes you. But if you don't believe in yourself enough, you're never going to make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's fucking weird. And I battled with low self-esteem my whole goddamn life. And now that I'm coming into some goddamn self-esteem, I'm always keeping it in check. And it's like, why? I love myself, It's good. Self-love is good. It's almost as if in the society, self-love is like frowned upon. Self-love is different than cocky, arrogant fuckfaces. It's good to be confident, but humble, of course. And that's what I always try to be. But in recent, which is also weird too, in recent times, because, I'm going to record this shit. My stop calling it shit, positive, but I like shit. It's a good word. I'm going to record my album finally. I don't know what was happening with it. I got scared they were going to pull the plug, but it's back. And we're talking on how to do it now. We had to rearrange some stuff. I don't know how much I'm supposed to talk about. Not that it matters. I'm not fucking Kevin Hart or NBC, but there's contracts and shit when working with people. Anyways, I'll have overly thoughts where I'm like, yeah, like last night, that show was fire. It was magical. When you just can talk and it's not your jokes and they laugh at everything, like it was just amazing where you feel good. You're like, wow, I got this. But then like last week I was like, damn, I suck. My new shit sucks. I don't know how, I'm tired of my old shit. I can't even say it anymore, and I'm just like, I want to quit, that was like 5 days ago. And then last night I was like, I fucking got this, It's, I don't know. It's just all, that goes with anything. I know all I talk about is stand-up, but you know what it is, the drill is. It could mean whatever it is you do, too. We all have those same thoughts. It's like, God.
I think people get jealous when you're displaying that self-love because it's like hard to do. So if you're doing it.
It also probably makes people uncomfortable because they don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's how I was years ago when I didn't really understand it. I'm like, fuck this guy. Why is he happy? This guy's happy? I'm happy when I got pills in my liver. That's how I found happiness. Yeah. I've talked about this a bunch, but this is nice. We're doing good stuff here. Positivity. The moments of true happiness is when you just are grateful for what the fuck you've got. And the moment I get in my head and angry, it's me analyzing others and what they have and how I want that. Oh, I want those spots. I get so many spots. It's fine. I'm fine. Why do I need that one? You know what I mean? Stop it. Stop analyzing the rat race. I'm literally talking to myself. I keep it in check pretty good though, because you have to, otherwise you just become a bitter beer face.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that. Nobody likes that. But the business I am is insane. Here goes a quick story. I can't name them because I want to work with them, but this is how fucked up it is. It's so wrong. I get a gig last minute. I'm running ads. I'm promoting. They don't even post my flyer. Like You got IG with 30,000 people. My face has been viral, you know. Put me on your it's just like I'm messaging the club like, hey, you know, let's promote. Like, what's up? I'm trying to be proactive. And it's just crazy. It's just like, you just like, you know, if I do well, you make more money. We both make more money. It's good. It's good. Just a tad bit of help or an ounce of effort to let me know that I exist. It feels like they open the door, let me in the home, but then they, you know, stand in the corner, no water for you. You know, sometimes it's fucking, it just makes you go, huh. And then it makes you mad. It makes you mad because it's fucked up. It's wrong. It's rude. And it's the way it is at a lot of these clubs. Not all. Some of them are phenomenal. Some of them treat you like royalty, your family. They love you. No matter what the ticket sales are, they treat you the same. Whether you're me or Bert Kreischer, you know. Whether you're half sold or sold out. Some of these clubs are beautiful and treat you like family, and it's the best. And some of them, I want to be like, do you remember that you booked me? You know, like, I'm grateful and happy to be here, but it's weird vibes at some of the clubs. Let me make that clear. Not all. Yeah. What are you going to do? I just feel like, fuck it. I just keep saying yes. Just keep killing as to the best of my capacity of what I can do and what I can control. But some of the things that happen along the way on the business side just make you go, ah. You're like, why the fuck am I trying so hard then? Anyhow, there goes the next saying. You just got to let loose. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Here goes a cheesy analogy. You hold the water bottle out. It's empty. I don't remember the analogy. Do you?
No.
I think I got it all wrong. There's something about holding something out that's light, you know, but you hold on to it long enough, it becomes real heavy.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of did it. I don't know what
Makes
it was,
sense, yeah.
but you know, and they're like, hold this out. Oh, that's easy. Yeah, for 5 years. Ah, my heart. Yeah, let it go. And if you can't let it go, see a shaman. And if he's out of peyote, get a pound of mushrooms. Just a quarter pound, quarter ounce, quarter pound. and then go to nature and eat a bunch of shit and reset. Don't be taking that Prozac. You put cigars out on your arm. I knew a guy worked at Trader Joe's and went, I said, you should get back on Prozac, sir. That's why you don't take head meds for 13 years. Everybody's putting Band-Aids on deep wounds. I say eat mushrooms. What have we got to lose? I still haven't tripped yet. That's coming. Only microdosing and marijuana. Did I talk about hi-fi hops yet?
No.
Hi-fi hops is the best thing that's ever
yeah.
happened to me. You guys, they make... I'm such an idiot. ABX and Farmer and the Felon and these cool weed companies I'm friends with, they're at the Comedy Store for years, and they're always trying to hand me these hi-fi hops bottles, but it looks like a beer.
Yep.
And I was like, no. I was scared of it. And then I went to the Farmer and the Felon party on the hill, and they said, dude, it's not alcohol. And then I was like, fuck it, I'll try one. It's 5 milligrams CBD and 5 milligrams THC. And it tastes like heaven.
Yeah.
It tastes like heaven. Non-alcoholic. So I had 3 or 4 of them. And I was smoking joints. I drank like 3 or 4 of those, and then I smoked like 2 or 3 joints of fucking fireweed. and we were deep in the hill, and I was driving home, and then Sadie was like, "How are you even driving right now?" I said, "Well, I'm not. I'm fucking flying, bitch." I didn't say that. And that's a new. That actually really. I didn't say bitch. I've been bringing that more into my acts just because I forgot who I was watching. Probably Chappelle or some shit, but it's just fun. Donnell Rollins, bitch. The word is. I think the more divisive the word is, the more I want to say it now. Now that the culture is getting more sensitive and stuff like that, I'm like, well, now I want to say it. When before I never did. I actually think that's what it is, because I like the reaction it gets. I like reactions. And then, but yeah, that really happened. I was driving home. She's like, "I don't even know how you're driving." I said, "I'm not." And then we just started laughing and fucking cackling. And then I said, "I'm flying." And then we laughed and put on Pink Floyd. Man, welcome to the machine. When you're, I know. I am the most hippie. You gotta fucking get high and listen to Pink Floyd, man. I know, but it's true. It's true. Come on, everybody. You know it's true. It's the most cliche shit ever. Eat some mushrooms and or smoke some weed and put on Dark Side of the Moon or the Wish You Were Here album. The Wall freaks me out a little too much. I can't handle The Wall on strong dope mushrooms. I just like calling things dope. I did the whole mushrooms and watched The Wall. Fucking too scary. Too scary. I'm more a Wizard of Oz and play on the third roller. Yeah. Dark Side of the Moon. That's nice. Yeah, fuck that Wall movie. No. And Led Zeppelin, No Quarter. Anything Led Zeppelin, but that particular song, my buddy Travis told me that, and then I listened, and I've been doing it ever since. Led Zeppelin, No Quarter is the most beautiful fucked up. It's crazy. And that's a dark one, too. It's about Americans saying no quarter to the British soldiers during the Revolutionary War. Boy, sometimes I can't spit out a fucking analogy for the life of me, but I'll just pull out some history facts out of my ass. You got both cats sleeping on both sides of you. That is so cute. What else, man? How long we been rolling? What we got?
About 51 minutes.
Oh, 51. I got no poop stories.
Did you see the comment from the guy we read his story?
Mm-mm.
Because he was having fun with it, but he was saying that, like, if you have to explain a joke, it's not funny. The guy that said the Clip Browns to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So I thought that was funny.
Was he taking a shot at me or his own story?
He said she, like, destroyed him in his story or something, which I think he basically...
Oh, that nice. That's right. I was about to be like, fuck you, man.
No, I think he was... We did our best.
We did our best. It was funny. Browns the Super Bowl is funny. I just said it when I was 10. That's all. What the fuck is that? What do I have to do at 1:30? Oh, I remember. Pick up my new merch. The new merch is ready. I said I'd pick it up at 2. We're good. That was just a reminder so I don't forget. There's another important fun life lesson right there. You guys, if you're like this guy, set alarms. So many alarms. I have so many reminders, and if I didn't have reminders, I would get absolutely nothing done. Because I will be walking to do whatever it was I was supposed to be doing. Not high or not high. It does not matter. I'll be like, oh, a cat. Done. 45 minutes later, I missed it. And I'm like, what happened? Oh, I pet my cat. That's it. Yeah. Reminders. Post-its are your friend. I'll post it the fuck out of shit. I put it right on my wallet and keys or my driver steering wheel. I have to, or I won't survive. I just won't function. Life. Ugh. Life's so easy. I got this in the bag. God, I want a podcast sponsor so bad. Come on, Farmer and the Felon. That is the best weed I have ever smoked in my life. You guys, Farmer and the Felon, Stone Road's good too. ABX, you're good. You got the best vape cartridges. Clean vapey vapes. I like that Outdoor Sun and Soil. Unbelievable. So smooth. Mimosas. Kim Dog OG. Triple OG. Yeah. I'm not OG. I don't gang bang. But I find that culture fascinating. What a dark world, you know? Just fucking guns and crime. I think I'm gonna join a gang. Oh man. Help me.
They have good street art.
Street art? No more gang talk. I just need a button. I need something funny. Did I get any poop stories? Something positive. Take care of yourself. You are what you eat. I saw a fun TikTok. Why is TikTok so educational?
I don't know.
You could Google it or DuckDuckGo it if you don't want your information traced. And so I watched a long TikTok on why America is so depressed, and it made absolute sense. And it was just food is our diet. Let's see if I could regurgitate this correctly. Our brain is made of a lot of fatty acids, and you need omega-3s and omega-6 to feed it. Otherwise, it can, omega-3s and 6s is the fuel that is healthy for our brain, that keeps it active, that doesn't let depression over. And that we used to get from cows. You eat meat, they eat grass and all that shit. And then predominantly cows are fed corn now. And then they're not supposed to eat corn. So because they do that, they get bacteria infections. So they give them antibiotics to get rid of that fucking, it's all bad. So we just pump them full of shit, but it makes them bigger, fatter, quicker, faster, and they make more money. And that's why it's done, of course. Greed, profit. So we're eating corn-fed cows, which have zero nutrients from grass. That was just one of the examples of something that we constantly eat as an American as a whole that used to be nutritious and feed us, and now it doesn't. And then, yeah, I fucked it up. We'll provide the link, goddammit. But you get the idea. Just profit ruined an industry that was somewhat natural. Still, I eat meat, I know, but a little brutal the way we do it. It could be, I just want everything to go back to just a tad bit more natural. Maybe it only look, that cow's infested. Let's shoot it with antibiotics before we sell it to humans for consumption. Maybe just less of that, which leads to higher amounts of depression just because of their diet. Their poor diet leads to our poor diet, leads to us not feeding our brains. And she gave more examples in this, the nurse or whoever it was that was talking about it, how we are what we eat, and our food fucks. Mass profiting fucks it all up always. Cocksuckers. All right, that's it. Hang on. I'm coming in hot. Let me see what notes I have here. New bits. I can tell this story. Did I tell the story of when I was high and I said the same joke twice? but I was like really, really high. It's happened a few times.
You might have mentioned it.
I might have mentioned it. I've been trying to tell this story on stage because it's one of the biggest fears a stand-up comedian can ever have is to say the same joke twice. And I have done that 3 or 4 times now. But one of the times I was really high, and that was by far the worst moment. That was a vertigo moment. I felt like all the, like, you know, I said the joke, and then I said it again, and I said it, and I said, did I just say that? And they all went, yeah. And I just went, that's when I went, the psycho knife. I can't even do the noise. And then the beads of sweat dripping down my spine, standing still. Just, oh. And then I had to do like 35 more minutes. That's why that one, like if I, in 10 minutes, 12 minutes set, 15 minutes, big whoop. In an hour set, and you're just like, I have so much more time. And now I'm living in my mind. I'm living in here. Being like, did I say that one? I feel like I said all of these. What happened? You ate 2 edibles. That's what happened. 1 edible, good. 2 edibles, bad. I swallowed them whole. I just figured a slow release time capsule, you know. Saw it in a movie once. And, yeah. I said that twice on stage. One time at work, one time it didn't.
Seems on brand for you, though, like, because you were so stoned, you told the same joke twice, like...
Yes, I would agree with you. But
it doesn't make it easier.
No. The feelings that go on inside your body when you do that, you're just like, huh? Just sick. Just I am thinking about it. I feel it. I'm like, oh man, awful. Anyhow, well, this isn't going to have the best ending, but it was as good as I can deliver, folks. We had a good one. We had, you know, just keeping it positive during this wacky, weird time. It feels like it's not a free world anymore, and the tyranny keeps cracking in, and the censorship keeps coming. I don't like it. I don't know what to do about it either. I just tell my little jokes and talk my little shit. Shit's getting wild, y'all. I hope we unite in love and stop with this hysteria and fear. Because that's all that is. It's just fear. It's just hey, I've said this before so many times. Fuck Biden. Fuck Trump. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. It's 2 different heads to the same snake. They don't give a fuck. So stop believing in this corrupt bullshit. I don't know what the solution is, but maybe stop confiding in fucking rotten asshole psychopaths that just take money, tell you one thing, and do whatever the money paid them for. I think I told you this. Guess who the number one donation was from a big pharmaceutical companies. I'm not going to name them because they'll probably flag me. Guess who the number one recipient of money from a large pharmaceutical company was? Guess who it was?
Biden.
Yes. Guess who number 2 was?
Trump.
Yes. It doesn't matter. They're bought and paid for. Red, blue, yin, yang. No, not yin, yang. That's my stuff. That's good stuff. That's our stuff. They're bought. They're done. It's done. They're fucking, the great George Carlin said it. They're bought and paid for. They ain't gonna do shit for you. We just gotta take a hold of our little local communities. That's what it is. It's always grassroots. It always starts small. If you're just a local city and you just go, you know what? No. Look at Newsom. He's getting out. That dumb fuck. That's what you get for outlawing surfing, you asshole. There's a pandemic. It better make surfing illegal. What? What? Are we in hell? You just made surfing one of the most beautiful, joyous thing. Whether you like surfing or not, you look at it, you're like, that's cool. That's pretty. You know? I suck at it. I still love it. It's pretty. It's blue water and the guy going, or girl. And yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I love you all. Thank you so much for listening to my podcast. We're trying to, vibrate higher and do what we love and rub some fat asses in the process. You know what I'm talking about? Just kidding. I'm a good one. I am over and out. Thank you for liking, subscribing, listening. And I appreciate you all. Patreon, we're getting back at it. We're going to post some fun stuff. Once again, you will not be charged this month. My apologies for getting you last month. And I'll get you that audio. And God bless you all. I love you all. I really appreciate you supporting my hippie ass. And we gonna vibrate higher, everybody. Whether that's with help from a substance or through spirituality, we're gonna vibrate higher. I love you all. Peace.